Hi, guys. Okay. I just reset the first word, so you guys should be good to go with all of your welcome stuff. So, anyway, Mr. Jim said, I need to go back and see what it said before this thing kicked in. So let me pull up the other thing of chat. First, Miss Dawn was talking about me being late. Well, that wasn't the first thing. So let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. So hello, Mr. Jim, who's popping in up here now. I have to do both. Yeah. I'm looking. Is he gonna pop up and say a name? Is that part not working? It was working earlier, I thought. Yes, here I am. I'm wondering if I have something turned off. The welcome is coming up, but the other part is not. And let's see, do I have... let's see, is that one? Might I have to start it over again? There's the Todd. Okay, so that was why I had something turned off. Anyhow, welcome in, everybody. I want to say welcome to Mr. Jim and Maureen and the crafty visage Dawn. Miss Dawn being a pain in my patootie. Yeah. Saying this stuff about me not being here. Here's what's bad is I use Restream inside my OBS. Lots of kitties. Thank you so much, Miss Mary. But I use Restream inside of OBS, and I had just gone live with my members, and then I just went live again to the same stream. Yeah, so I had to delete one. Anyhow, I basically forgot to reset it. And we are live right now with... Why does that say the wrong thing? Let me fix it. We are live right now on Twitch too, except I have the wrong title. It says Crafting with Debbie Live because I misspelled it. Let me fix it. So I'm fixing the title over there. Okay, so who knows what we will make is what I'm putting as part of the title over there. Anyway, but yeah, I started the stream and then it turns out I wasn't actually, or I started the starting soon page and yeah. So we have Mr. Jim, Miss Linda. Hello, Miss Linda. Linda Gorman's in the house. We have Miss Mary, Maureen, Susan Tremper, DJCC Raid. Yay. Scrolling. I don't want to miss anybody. So I think I still have to go further. Miss Melissa Klespser from Alaska is in the house. And Miss Crystal Creations of Wyckoff. And Miss Ruth, yay! Okay, I'm going to do this now before I get started doing anything else. So, I want to do this. And that's because Ruth is in the house, and I did not open this last week because she wasn't in the house. She wasn't in with us. In case you guys didn't know, she lives in the UK, which means it's a very late for her, and sometimes she falls asleep because that's what I would do. You guys know I don't watch a lot of later streams because I'm too tired by the time that rolls around. So we sit down and we watch a show and we have dinner, and I'm on my laptop and I'm basically wiped. So, is there anybody else that I haven't said? Okay, Mr. Jim is finally popped up in here, although he's been in the chat the whole time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up to see what it was that Miss Ruth sent to me. And then I will switch the camera in just a second. I got a knife out. Be careful. And if I run out of energy, guys, I'm going to apologize right now. I have been recording all day long and almost all day yesterday. So I have been, even when I was popping into different live streams yesterday to say hi and lurk, even then I was either in front of the camera or I was editing the videos and stuff because it's all part of a mini course that I'm putting together. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that once, anyhow. John says I should stay up for your stream tonight. Well, what's going to happen is Todd's going to come home and he's going to say it's time for dinner. So I'll probably be able to watch at least part of it, but then we're going to have to go fix something for food. And that's a lot of it. It's where, yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch this over. Is there somebody that I don't know about that's going to be on there? Because I know I already heard you talking about who was going to be on there. Okay, I don't want my face there. I need to fix that too. I think I've already changed my mind about what I want to do. So this is from Miss Ruth Miser in the UK. She's got hand sanitizer on the back. So yeah, when y'all send me Happy Mail, I try to open it on stream. Look at that. That is lovely. And it is an example of using your pattern paper. So this is all made out of pattern paper. Every little thing you do is magic. Oh, that is too sweet. And it's kind of a pop-up, so you can actually set it up. Oh, that is lovely. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Okay, let's see what else is in here. It's stuck. Hey, Miss Linda. Okay, so this is, I'm thinking this one, these are, I'm going to count them as bookmarks. They could be tags, but look at the texture on that. So it's kind of like an ATC, or I mean, I'm thinking bookmark because that's what I would use them for. And she did sign and put the date on there. So that is fabulous. So it's embossing and coloring over the embossing. Hey, Miss Gloria, welcome, welcome. And this one is like Belle's Rose. So it's under a little glass container and has the rose in there. These are lovely. Yeah, love them. Thank you so much. That is so super sweet of you, honey. Okay, I'll put those back. This was going to go up on my desk. Yeah, look at that, Elizabeth. So it opens up. Isn't that adorable? That is just so lovely. Okay, I think what I want to do for the rest of the stream is just give you guys... There, that's all you need for the rest of the stream, right? Just watching, looking at the butterfly. Y'all don't need to see me. No. And look at the pretty gems. She's put gems on there. That is so pretty. Okay. So I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Anyway, I really don't have any kind of a plan. I've been spending way too much time in front of the camera, and yeah, I'm tired. I have basically been recording for 2 days straight, the entire day. So 8 to 10 hours a day, the last 2 days. Have done a little bit of editing with this stuff. I've still got more things that I need to get going. Looking to see, don't see anything going on in the chat over on Twitch as yet. That is totally fine. Anyhow, also I did let the folks know in the members only stream. I am going out of town. That is happening on Thursday, so I will not be streaming on Twitch on Thursday. Last week I planned on doing the streaming on Twitch on Thursday, but then wound up having to work on so many other things that I didn't get time to, meaning I was recording and editing so much stuff. And all of this is stuff that you guys can't even see yet because a lot of it is part of a course that's coming out, so you can't see it until that part of the course rolls out. What? I don't know what Dawn's asking. What about? Welcome in. So thank you so much, Oscar R333. Oscar 333. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so Ruth says, let me get the correct chat thing up so I can see, because now that I'm caught up on it. Where'd it go? I know I have it. There we go. This is the one I want to look at. So Ruth says this is her first time using that butterfly die. I think it's supposed to be called a concertina card or something like that. I have heard that term. Mr. Viking is saying, what? Okay, I don't have any mods over there, but you know what? I'm going to get rid of you anyway because I can do that. So don't be saying bad things on my channel. So yeah, we're going to get rid of you. Bye-bye. So welcome in Stinky Patch. I can't say the name. Stinky Pat Keys 111. Mr. Viking says, be nice. Absolutely. This is a positive stream. We are encouraging everybody, one another, to make some wonderfully creative things. I am going to show you something that I made this week. Thank you, Miss Dawn. I need some mods over there on my Twitch to take care of stuff. Hey, Miss Sandy. Anyway, yeah, this card was one that was sent to me by my buddy Ruth Miser from the UK, and it is so pretty. This is just so pretty. Love this. Unicorn Legend is in the house. So that's Miss Mary over on Twitch. Thank you so much, honey. If you could help me to, yeah. So did Oscar say something bad? No, okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it up to you. If it's somebody saying something that they shouldn't be, take care of that for me, just so that I don't have folks. What is going on? I've got another follower over on Twitch. Yay! You guys are awesome. And all I said is, who knows what we'll make? Oh, just asking for a shout out. Understood. And if I don't know you, I'm not going to give you a shout out. And there are a few people that I do know over on Twitch that were part of the most recent raid train. So those are folks that I would absolutely love to give a shout out to. Fabulous. Anyway, this is one of the things I made this last week that is not on video because it was after I was recording and editing everything for an upcoming summit. And I thought, I think I'm going to use the leftovers and make a second mug. So this is a second mug. All Florida. Yes. Anyway, I love this. And this is actually my second day using this one. And I used the other one too. So anyway. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, Miss Eden. Welcome in. So I don't really have a plan. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm tired. I haven't had time to even think. I literally got done with the last of the editing I was doing at 3 o'clock. And then I had to start trying to get set up for us to stream tonight. So, yeah. And that was because I've got too much stuff to do and we're going out of town. So looking back at the things that I still have that are mostly due, I do have some new things from Spellbinders as part of the June collection. Some of the things that I had from that I was planning on getting from the June collection basically got pushed back because they don't have them yet. So the release on those it's just being delayed by Spellbinders, and I just found out. So that's something I'm not going to do. So Mr. Vigam is saying that Balden, who is a creative streamer, I should collab. He makes finger paintings. I'll be happy to take a look at him and see what we think. It may be that we vibe, may be that we don't. I do collab with a lot of different folks. I am part of the... Do I have that button? Effects. I don't have that on. Why do I not have that on? The Crafty Creatives logo I don't have up. I need to put that one up there. Anyway, I am part of the Crafty Collective, so we do some things with that, and I have been doing I've been in the most recent raid train with her, which was just a couple of weeks ago. So there are a lot of creatives over on Twitch, and it's been so fun. I'm going to go back and look at the rest of the... So Oscar says, okay, so I thought I answered Oscar. You said, did I see the butterfly that Annie Groves made? No, I have not. I don't know Annie Groves, mostly because I have been so busy. I haven't had time to actually watch a lot of the other streamers, and there's so many people I want to watch. There really is. There's so many people that I want to support, and sometimes I just don't have the time to do it. I try my best though. Anyway, we are going. Okay, on to that. This was the card we made last week. It's not in the mail yet. I still have to go back and look at the last stream and at the Google form to see who I was supposed to mail this to, because I didn't mail it yet. What's more is I haven't made the next one. Welcome. Thank you so much, Eggington24. Yes, 24. Thank you so much for the follow. So I've stamped it and I've embossed it and it's ready to color, but I didn't color that one yet either. This one is the one we're going to do in red. So I remembered the color. I don't remember who I'm sending it to, so I do have to go and look those up. And I decided while I was at it, I would go ahead and stamp out the rest of them and emboss them so that I can color these when I go to Texas. So that is the plan for some of these. I am trying to plan for the trip because I need to be doing something creative and I need to get more content up for you guys. And we will be doing live streams from there because, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do for a minute, I'm going to leave you in Miss Mary's capable hands. She can tell you all about, in the chat, she can tell you all about her shenanigans she's been doing over on Fortnite because she likes to jump off of the island and land on the ground way, way, way down below and die. Okay, she didn't completely die because a couple of people came and saved her. But I need to go gather a couple more things. Like I said, I had cleaned off my desk. I did my little live stream with my my members, and then I haven't had a chance to actually do anything else. So I need to grab a couple of things because the new things that I'm going to play with from Spellbinders are some sentiments to use with your BetterPress. But if I'm going to do sentiments, I kind of need something to put them on, right? At least I don't run people down. I do that on purpose. And I bet Mary probably does it too. It's been a minute since we've been able to play together because we've both been super busy with things. But I betcha that she does. Plus, you can get points for that. And if it's the enemy team, that's the way to go. My problem is I sometimes accidentally kind of yeet my team members. I don't mean to do that, but anyway, that's an accident. So I will be right back, guys. So I wasn't gone long. No, instead I brought my whole bin because I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's my new Scrappy Tails one. I need to put these guys off to the side. I may, depending on time, start working on at least one of the mice because I definitely need to do the one with the red band. Okay, so if you haven't seen the BetterPress system yet, that's this guy. I've done lots of videos with the BetterPress. This thing is absolutely fabulous. And I got to see it for the first time a year ago at Creativation. And if you don't know what the BetterPress is, try to think about what you've heard or know about the letterpress. A letterpress system basically presses all of the stamps or whatever into paper. And it's kind of what the first printing presses were, which means lots of ink and it's very, very messy. These days, the letterpress does still press into the paper and makes it really pretty. But like I said, it can get very, very messy. This is not that messy. Okay. It is still a little messy, which is why I have plastic taped down onto my platform so that I can try to keep it somewhat clean, because this is going to be easier to clean than this magnetic base. So this is the Chase. This is the Platin. Don't ask me why they're called what they are. I have no idea. And then we've got a lot of plates. Now this is one. We've got Christmas. We've got, this one was fun. It has scissors. I think it was so cool. So those are some of the ones that I've already got in my stash. Now, where did I put the other ones? Because I don't remember if I pulled them out of my... Here we go. Okay, so these are the new ones that I haven't even taken out of the package yet. And these are all sentiments. So this one is the Always You Timeless Sentiments. Happy birthday with sincere sympathy. Thanks for everything. The best is yet to come. Sending you congrats. Thinking of you always. It was always you, and best wishes. And of course, I've got it way too far up there. Anyway. Oh, dear Mary, maybe watch out for Debbie. I don't send you into the storm to die. To be honest, if I'm hitting anybody with a car, it's usually Jax. Okay, so that's one of them. So you've got 8 cool sentiments there. Okay, and they're nice and pretty and scripty. So then we've got this other one that is called New Beginnings. So it's... Here's to beautiful beginnings and happy ever afters. Yeah, that's a big one. Your friendship means the world. Your kindness means everything. Congratulations to you. I think you are pretty great. Best wishes today and always, and just wanted to say thanks. Yeah, Mary and I have not played the new season. The new season, it's the... I always forget how they've got it. They've got chapters and they've got seasons. So whatever it was that just rolled out was just rolled out this past Friday. So I think I played like one round by myself and then stopped because I didn't have time to do it because it's like things. And then Saturday I played it a little bit with Jax because I was actually finally caught up some. So that worked out pretty good. But again, it's just kind of where I'm running out of time. Got too many things to do. So we've got a bunch of new sentiments that we can use with our BetterPress. I think what I'm going to do, none of these come with dies either. So it's basically where you're going to place them wherever you want. You can do, say, a stamped image first and then add this as the BetterPress piece. But I'd really rather just have everything all together. So let me see what I have that is just... This one would work. So this one has got a lot of florals. It does have a sentiment in the center, but you don't have to use that sentiment in the center. This one's the same kind of thing. It's got this big floral and a separate sentiment. So it's where you can swap them out. Now this one is cute. This one is all Easter. And there are dies to cut out all the little bunnies and the eggs. That one was Simon's collab. Here's one that's got, this one is the registration one. This one has got some pretty flowers. This I think would work really good with one of those. I'll put that one to the side, as would that one. And that one. I think those are the 3. I've got more. I could do this all day. But I've been foiling all day. Which is another thing you can do with the BetterPress is you need that one from Simon Hurley. Yeah, that one came out at Easter. That was this little guy. So stinking cute. And it's called, let me find the name. If it doesn't fit in my sleeve, I fold the bottom up so I can't actually read it. This one is called Spring Bunnies. So yeah, this one is called Spring Bunnies. And yeah, Elizabeth, you need this one. Okay. And then there's this little guy. So I can pull that one out too. I'm just going to pull out a few and then I'm going to put them to the side. But these are so, BetterPress is so stinking easy and quick that you could do a ton of cards in almost no time at all. Can't wait to see what comes up next for Christmas. I mean, come on, you know? Okay, I'm just going to pick something from the top. And let's get out my BetterPress inks. Plus I have some Simon Hurley inks that I was using earlier today because, again, I was recording another card video. And piece of cardstock. And this is just regular weight cardstock because I have two A2 sizes left of my BetterPress paper. So I kind of really need to order some. Yeah. Yeah. So this one is called Flutter into Spring. It's got this big pretty flower here. I think it's a hibiscus, or I could say it could be a hibiscus. The center isn't quite the same, but it's got those soft petals, so that one I'm going to say can work. And what do we want to put with it? I always need thank you cards. I actually need all of the cards. Well, I don't need quite as many. I need to get rid of some more again. I just did a big destash of a bunch of cards and sent them off to Carla's Creations. I mean, Carla, Cards for Cancer? Yeah, anyway, you guys know Carla Bostic. I sent her a bunch of cards. I didn't count them, have no idea how many I sent, but it was big. It was actually 3 big boxes. And I'm already noticing that just in the last month, I've made a ton of birthday and thank you cards. So I either need to start sending out birthday cards, which I need to do anyway. I'm probably going to just take a bunch of them to my mother-in-law and say, here, because she always needs birthday cards. But yeah, I probably need to make something other than birthday and thank you. So, I do have sympathy. Could make a sympathy card. I'm really Cards for Cancer. Yes, thank you so much, Gloria. It's where I knew it. It was in my brain, but I just didn't. Yeah. Anyhow, I should probably do a sympathy. I really suck with sympathy cards. I don't do them. I really don't do them at all. Probably because they make me sad. So I'm going to go ahead and do one because, like I said, this is going to be quick and easy. So we've got the one little sentiment here. And as I'm planning it out, why don't I go ahead and tape this down? So the way that it works with the BetterPress is this is a clear plate that goes over the top. We've got some spring magnets here. So when it goes through the die cutting machine, it presses it in place. So we need to tape that down onto our card, and I don't know how much of the card I'm actually going to cover with the image, which I shouldn't need to. I haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on both ends, and then we can start designing how we want this to look. So I think that would work. That would be pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. And it is going to be reversed on the other side. So I'm going to have it actually go over the, don't need it to go over the edges because you know what? I'm going to trim it down anyway. Let's do that. And then we'll do that. And I can line it up with the grid there. I'll have that up higher so that it's kind of more balanced. And then I can trim off the top and bottom. And let's go ahead and color that up with our BetterPress inks. Only difference between these and regular archival inks is these are a bit thicker. So the coverage is really nice. Okay, so my favorite of the inks, of course, is the hydrangea. So we've got some parts that probably need to be green, and we have some that probably needs to be a different color. And yeah, this is the green. So I'm putting the green over my leaves. And it's probably not going to be perfect, but that is totally fine. Okay, I'm going to try to cover most of the part that needs to be green. And this part down here, I'm going to do the stems at least for green too. And then I'm going to do a trick that I saw from, I think it was Lynn. Got a baby wipe. I'm going to wipe off some of this so that we're not going to have the green in some of the places I don't want the green. Like on this petal. And on some of these flowers, I want them to actually be blue instead of green. And now I'm going to come in with my hydrangea ink and go over the parts that I know that I want to be that color. And then I'm going to attempt, we're going to see how this does. I'm going to attempt with a brush to add color to the parts that I can't really reach with this little ink pad without going over the greens that I don't want it to go over. And I have no idea how this is going to do, and I probably need a bigger brush than that. So this is a blending brush that's never been used before. It's just been sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and use it for this ink and see if I can just get some of that down. I don't know if it's going to be on there thick enough, but we're going to give it a shot. And I can already see that one is very much lighter. But it is getting some ink down. I need more ink on there. Okay, trying to come in at an angle so that I don't go over the green, but still get on where I want the blue. And I need some more over in this corner. And then we're going to say that that's going to be good enough. Yeah, I know, it's not going to be perfect. Put that over the top. Bring out my die cutting machine. And then just run that on through. And of course, I forgot to put anything on the other one. This part turned out really pretty though. I don't think anything shifted, but I don't want to take the chance of any of this not working. So I'm going to take this guy off. Let's wipe it down. And I'm going to try to ink up my sentiment and actually add it. If it doesn't work, I can do a second one, cut it out, put it over the top. We can do that. It's not a problem. What did I do with my magnet earlier? And I just had it out here a minute ago because there we go. Taking that off, and I'm just putting it off to the side for a minute. I may do a second one just to show that you can do it all at once. But dummy me, I was so busy working on the pretty flowers that I forgot to ink up my sentiment. And I do want it to try to stay in the same spot because we did get an impression. It did put an impression on the paper. But I'm an idiot. Did I tell you guys that I'm tired? I don't know if I mentioned that. I might have not mentioned that I'm a little tired right now. Okay, let's try that again. Make sure I put it in the same spot. And we're going to go again. Hey, Shep, welcome in, hon. He just burped on my channel. Okay, so that worked perfect. So I told you that is really easy. And then you can go back over it if you want to and do some additional coloring and stuff. I think I'm going to leave this one as is, and we're going to do another one. That is pretty. I do like that. I think I want to add some additional color to it this next time. What do you think? And I do like the way that I've got those colors. Now, what I probably want to do, since I did blue and green, it probably should be a brighter color for the flower, so there's more contrast. This one is really, who did that? Thank you, Miss Crystal. Crystal said it's beautiful, but of course she could be talking about Sully. Because, yeah, Sully kind of attacked the stream. Okay, I'm going to clean these up with a little alcohol because that cleans up really, really nice. Maureen Pryor, Happy Mail points balance 51,820. And, okay, I'm going to say thank you, Crystal. Crystal was talking about the card, not about Sully. But Sully is beautiful. He has that pretty blue fur. I do want to say thank you for the Tangia alert. That is awesome. Thank you so much for using that. It's lots of fun. Okay, so we got that one clean. I use the magnet so I don't have to get the ink on my fingers quite so bad, but yeah. You would have loved it yesterday. I had ink all over the top of my fingers. Goodness. I don't even remember what I was working on now. Oh, I think it was when I was doing the artistry stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do another one, but since we're using other colors, I want to get everything clean. And it looks like I got some of it off onto the chase. Okay. Maybe Mary. It's not hard to use it though. If you don't know where to go on that one, let me get you guys the Tangia link. I do have a button for that. So we've got that. I think it goes into the chat too. Maybe not, but that is the link for the Tangia app. I thought I had it set up to do the chat thing, but maybe I have that part turned off. I'm not going to try to fix it right now because you know what? I'm not going to be here using this computer for live streams for a couple of weeks, so I need to just fix everything when I get back. And maybe I will have a brain at that point. Okay, so we're going to do another one. Same design. If I can find there's my sentiment. Same design, same sentiment. This time we're going to go with the... I could go with strawberry. So I'm going to try to go just where the flower is and then clean it off and go back over with the green. And I am trying to do it a little bit quicker this time around because you know how it is. You try something the first time anyway, the first time you do it for me in the middle of a session, I do it the first time and then it's like, oh yeah, okay, I know how to do all of that. I don't need to really think too much about it. And then the next time around, I don't have to think about it. It's good. Okay, this time I did go ahead and put the sentiment with the ink. So it has got ink on there now. Yay. Okay, and now I'm going to clean off some of the parts that need to be green. And I think that is about it. Now I just need to put some of the green down. Yeah, there are a lot of fun. There are a lot of fun alerts over there on that Tangia thing. It is a hoot. And Mary's favorite is Sully. I may have to come back in with some more of the orange over here or some more of the red over here with these smaller flowers. Okay, let's see. Do I have everything the colors that I want them? I think that's pretty good. I am going to add a little bit more strawberry. Mary has the connection. Mary loves playing with the Tangia stuff. She loves doing that, and I am so appreciative of it. I really am. It's fun for you guys, and it makes me teeny weeny little bit of money on there. I think it's like 25 cents or something that I get out of it per interaction. But it does add up over the year, and it will help me when I'm going to Seattle for Creativation next year. Okay, so I've got this, and I need to put a piece of cardstock on it, or we can't do anything, right? So just lining it up with the registration lines. How do I use points on Tangia? Tangia, okay, for the points to be used on Tangia, those are actually ones that are channel points on Twitch. I think I've got a couple of them set up over there so that you're able to use channel points for them. Or it might be bits. But when you go to the Tangia app, I think it's like 50 cents for an interaction or something. Something like that. They've added so many things on there, and I haven't really been looking at it to see whether or not I need to try to update anything. Okay, running this one through. We'll see how that looks. Mary's been cheating. Well, I didn't see that it triggered anything from over there. I think she's actually been just doing a little baby donation to be able to run those. Okay, that is still very pretty. Only thing I don't like about it is I've got a little bit where I got too much of the ink in places, but that is still very pretty.
Unicorn. One legend asked me, how is the BetterPress crafting going to go for Debbie J? Well, let me tell you this, Unicorn legend. If Debbie's got the passion and the patience for it, that BetterPress crafting is going to go smoother than a knife through hot butter. But if they slack off or get distracted, it'll be a royal mess. Ain't no magic involved, just hard work and determination.
Thank you so much, Miss Mary and Mr. Samuel L. Jackson, for that sweet message. That is, I love that one too. So there are different text-to-speech things. There's a lot of different things you can do over there. It is just super fun. Okay, so I did have a little extra ink on here from when I was putting down with Sincere Sympathy, and this is something I have not tried yet. Let's see how well we're able to remove the excess ink using a welcome in, Miss Linda Taylor. I don't know if I've seen your name in here before, but welcome in. Our folks here are kind of nuts, and I don't know what I'm doing. So you're in the right place, right? If you want a little entertainment. Anyway, I'm doing a little bit of playing with the BetterPress plates. I've got my BetterPress system out, and these are some new plates that are out this month that are all pretty sentiments. And that's where I put it. And this time through, I had a little bit of excess ink. This one turned out really, really nice. No excess ink anything. Kind of nuts? Yes, I love you so much, Miss Maureen. Of course you're kind of nuts. And welcome on in, Miss Kelly's Crafts. Woohoo! Okay, so Maureen says, kind of nuts. And then Kelly says, sorry I'm late. And we have to be nuts. Of course you have to be nuts. You're here. Come on. So I'm going to see if my sand eraser will clean up some of that. I'm hoping. And this is just regular cardstock. I didn't do heavyweight cardstock. I didn't do pretty BetterPress cardstock. I need more of that. Now, I'm trying to be gentle, but I do need to sand it off. And this is archival ink, so it's not really wanting to come off as well as I would like. I bet I could put gouache or something over the top and it would probably clean it off, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to be a little harsher on the one part that's closer to the edge because I'm going to trim it down anyway. And it does look like it's cleaning it off pretty nicely. Okay, so I'm going to come in from the outside edge going in. Okay, so it's not as visible, so that's better. So looking at it under camera, you can't really see it. I can still see it a little bit, but y'all can't see it. So that's good. Got another one down here at the bottom that is close to where I'm going to be trimming it off anyway. So that's mostly gone. So that I think looks pretty good too. So we've got 2 of those. I'm going to go ahead and trim those down and turn them into a couple of cards. I just need, I think I'm going to need a red and a blue matte layer. So I think this one will work. That's kind of a little bit too much green in that blue, so let's see if we can find a different one. This one I think will work. That looks nice. And then I need a red one. And that looks nice. Oh, by the way, Dawn has said that she is going live tonight, so I do already have a setup to redirect to her. So y'all are ready for that. Because I know sometimes I start running over time and don't get it. Something I do want to ask is, did anybody put anything new in the stream showcase area? Because I haven't actually been doing anything with that the last couple of weeks. I keep forgetting. And I would like to make sure that I give you guys some kudos. So I've got a new paper trimmer from Spellbinders that I bought because I thought, I'm going to try it again. I have had the kind that does that. I basically had the same type from We Are Memory Keep. I'm missing one of the pieces. Ooh, the blade's gone. Okay, I have to find that. I was using it earlier today. There we go. I have used this type before that has this kind of a blade, and it just goes in, pops in like that. We've got a blade, and then we've got an embossing tool on here, so it does 2 in 1. And my biggest problem with the one I had before, it's a We Are Memory Keepers. It had a fold. It basically folded in half right at the 5.5 inch mark, but not exactly the 5.5 inch mark. So it was really hard to get a correct score, and it had all your scoring lines built into it. So I had trouble with that one. So I'm giving this one a shot to see how it is. And so far I'm liking it. It's big enough so I can do my big 12 by 12 paper, I think it's 12 inches. Anyway, it is big enough. It's also got this arm that makes it bigger, but it's also kind of small enough to use on my desk still, so I think this one's going to work well. Okay, so we're going to go, this one needs to be 5 by 4 3/4 because I'm going to put we're going to have a matting layer around it. So I do have enough space up at the top, so that's good. So we've got 5 inches there. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off of this edge, and then we'll see about the other side because we don't want to do too much. I don't want the sentiment to cut off. So I'm right now right at 4. And so I'm going to cut the other side so that it's going to be the 3 3/4. And it is going to cut off part of our leaves, but that's okay. So then that goes over our card panel. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down to 4 by 5 1/2 or 5 1/4. Scoring, not embossing. Yes, scoring. Yes. Words. You could use a score line as an embossed line. But Jess, you're absolutely right. I have actually said that wrong a couple of times, and I think you caught me last time too. Okay, so it looks like this one might have already been almost small enough, and then I did something I tried to emboss the edge again, or I tried to score the edge again, so I wound up getting that paper already. So let's do that again. So this needs to be right at 5 1/4. I'm going to have to trim it just a smidge smaller so that I can actually cut it. Okay, so Kelly, oh my God, I wish you guys could see this. My cat, Milo, has been rolling on my carpet with his nylon, with his nylon. Talk about hair standing up. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay, I do need to trim it again because it's still, I didn't cut off enough of it to get rid of that ratty edge. Still not wanting to cut well. Why is it not cutting right? I may need another piece of cardstock. So I'm checking to see if it's dirty. Looks like it's okay. I could do one more cut on this one, and then I don't want it to be too small. Maybe it's the cardstock itself. I don't know. I don't like that ratty edge though. A long-haired cat has got a lot of static, huh? Okay. This might be too small now, but yeah, it is too small. Actually, it'll still look okay. I think I'm going to... No, I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. That one is actually too small. Yeah, you guys get to see the OCD in me. Okay, I'm going to trim this one down again, and hopefully I will do it right. So this one is going to be at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. That is just not wanting to cut right. Is it the paper? Let me try a piece of white cardstock and see if that does any better. So it must be the paper. The white cardstock is cutting fine. This blue cardstock is not wanting to. So this is some Recollections cardstock. So that might be the issue with it. And I don't want to fight with it. So I'm going to use my other one that is tried and true. And try to just trim off all of that little yuckiness. And this side is going to be at 5 1/4. Okay, so now that looks right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down onto my matting layer. Well, I haven't really had a lot of trouble with Recollections, but then again, I have been using a guillotine trimmer for the last 4 years, probably. I'm pretty sure that the first year that I started doing any things, at that point in time, I found some things that worked well enough for me, and I just stuck to them, and I haven't tried other things. So that's why I had like 3 or 4 paper trimmers, but I only would use my one small guillotine here and my one big guillotine over on the other side of the house. So I stopped using the other ones, and I actually I gave 2 of them away. I think I gave 2 of them away to one of my buddies that's here local. Because if I had tried to put one of them in one of the de-stash boxes, it would have taken up pretty much the entire thing, and they wouldn't have gotten pretty much anything else. So that's why that didn't happen. I don't think I put one of the trimmers in there. Anyway, so that's going to look perfect on that one. Let's go ahead and trim this one down. I'm going to give it a try. It may just be the blue cardstock too. So let's try this one again. And this is again some of the really lightweight Recollections cardstock. This time I'm going to trim it a little bit bigger so that if it's wrong, if it does the same thing, this one cut pretty much fine. Yeah, this one cut fine. So it's the blue cardstock just doesn't want to work with it. So I'm going to trim it one more time because that was a little bit bigger. So cutting it at 4. And there wasn't enough really to do. Okay, so 4, and then we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. And that extra attempt at the cut just made it look bad. It made it do one of those bad cuts. Any advice? I don't know if it's my cardstock or my trimmer, but my frays, yeah, they fray all the. If your blade is not sharp enough, you could have that kind of a problem. I don't really get the frays that much. This is the first time I've had frays in a while, so it's like, what? So it could be either one. I mean, if you've got some. So Gloria says, change the blade. Paper does dull the blades faster. So over time, yeah. So that's one of the things with the guillotine. It's a self-sharpening. It's a Fiskars self-sharpening. I love Fiskars brand in general. They will replace everything, no questions asked, if you have any kind of a problem with it. So when I gave away one of my paper trimmers, it was not my other Fiskars. I've got a Fiskars rotary blade one that I'm not giving away that I really don't use, but I started using it a little bit, and I'm still not going to get rid of it because I love Fiskars guarantee on them. They do fabulous. I have never had any kind of a problem with it. I did, with my first guillotine, I was trying to put too big of cardstock in there and figured out how to remove the thumb guard. But when I did, I wound up breaking off one of the little pieces that latches it on there, so I couldn't put it back. So I asked, I sent them an email saying, is there any way I can get a replacement part? And instead they sent me an all new trimmer. So yeah, I have 2 Fiskars guillotine trimmers here, and I bought another one for Texas. So I think it's there. At least I think that's what we did last time we were there. It's been a while. So I've sent a message off to my mother-in-law to say, can you tell me what we still have there? Because I forgot. They just flew in last night, so they just got in. And yeah. Okay, this one, I think the sentiment is about where I want it on the card for height. So I'm going to start with this side and trim it down a little bit. Let's go with 1/8. Okay, so I've got 1/8 of an inch there. And I'll trim down 1/8 of an inch on the top. I think that corner is basically where I want it, and then I'll trim the rest of it so it's going to be at 4 by 5 1/4. No, I need to be 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by. Now, okay, I'm going to do. I keep changing my mind. So I've got it at 4, so I'm going to cut another 1/8 of an inch off on both sides. I think I might have just trimmed off more than I wanted, but that's okay. So now this needs to come down all the way down to 5. I think I've got the height about where I want it. I mean, this one is good for getting the little slivers and stuff. So, like, if you want to do, if you want to make a piece of pattern paper that is all these stripes, this one's going to be very good for that. And I haven't done that for a while. Okay. So that is all cut. Oh, I also was trying to figure out, okay, I liked this little hole up at the top, but how am I going to hang it? It's like I tried to put it on a hook and it wouldn't work. And then I realized, yeah, I can put it on a string. So now I have it hanging underneath my desk, right where I can get to it, on a little hook, and we're good. And I'm happy. Okay, so we're going to glue this one down. Hey, Miss Terry Cooper. Actually, I want to put glue on the back of this one. So welcome in, honey. And I should probably check my phone and just make sure that I don't think I've got the audio on, so make sure that Todd has not tried to get in touch with me, because if his bike is not working like he thinks it is, he might have had an issue. No messages. Okay. So I was talking to the folks during the members live earlier and told them about what happened with Todd. So I don't know how many of you guys ride your bicycle on the bike trail, but there are the regular laws are governing the bike trail that do if you're, say, driving your car. So if you are on the wrong side of the road, you could cause some issues. So yesterday, he's riding his bike. He's coming to this, basically there's this one curve, and he did see the person in time, which is good, but he still hit the person at like 5 miles an hour, I think, on his bike. That's really slow for him. What he usually rides all the time is like 20 miles an hour. There was this person, this older woman was on her bicycle on the left-hand side of the road instead of the right-hand side of the road. And there is a double yellow line right down the middle. Like if you're driving in your car, you don't go on the wrong side, right? Here in the United States, you're supposed to ride on the right-hand side of the road. You're supposed to drive on the right side of the road. So he crashed into her. He yells at her, she yells at him, saying, "You hit me." And it's like, well, you were on the wrong side of the road. She basically was blaming him for running into her when she was on the left-hand side of the road, on the wrong side of the double yellow line. Okay, so this one turned out really pretty. Oh, I just saw that. So Terry Cooper didn't know who Unicorn Legend was, and it's because she apparently changed her name on Twitch to her gamer tag, which is Unicorn Legend. Because you guys know Miss Mary loves her unicorns. We all love unicorns. But yeah, so right now, so Todd wrecked his bike. He wound up with blood on him when he got home. So his first thing when he got home yesterday is, "Will you help me get the blood out of my jersey?" So I did that. And it came out real easy because, of course, it hadn't had time to set. But his nose was bleeding for a while. You know, light bleeding, not too bad, thank goodness. But yeah, and now he has a bruise. Oh, this side, right here. Right under his eye, because I guess when he hit her, it wound up hitting his nose bone. And he wasn't sure if he hurt the bike at all. So I think he took the brakes off and put the brakes back on. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these because I don't know if you guys can see each other's, but Mary was saying, "It's Mary, just changed my name to my Fortnite name." Okay. Terry Cooper says, "I'm a dummy." Yeah. Dawn says that Elizabeth does, and she's, "It's okay. I'm sure it'll get used to." And then Jim says, "Until you get shanked by a unicorn." So I think it's where he was saying that we all love unicorns until somebody decides to stab us with one, which makes me think of Legends of Tomorrow, where a unicorn did kill somebody in one of them a long time ago. And Dawn, of course, "Haha, Jim, I can't say that I've had that happen yet." And Mary says, "My unicorns have never shanked me, Jim." Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on there. So we've got 2 sympathy cards. And do I need to make another one? We still have 20 minutes. I think I need to make another card. What do y'all think? I know I've kind of been all over the place. My brain is not functioning right now because I'm just tired. But we could go with this one. This is another one. It is Simon Hurley. It's got these pretty magnolias. So we could go with that. Let me clean up and put this one away. I'm keeping too much on my desk again. So if you guys don't see me the next couple of days, you'll know why. It's because we're traveling and then we're going to be spending time with my in-laws. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot of prep to make sure I've got all the things. I basically need to make sure I've got all my digital assets that I need for editing some videos that I need to get done while we're out of town. And Elizabeth, the plan is still to go live with you on Tuesday next week, because that's not going to be hard. Even if I don't have anything, I can still carry my planner and we can do planner. So that's going to work out good. And I have no idea yet what I'm going to be taking with me. I asked my my mother-in-law, sent her a text today to say, can you let me know what we've got there? Because I'm pretty sure what we wound up doing is buying patterned paper. Yeah, I think we bought patterned paper, and I think we bought some white cardstock, but I don't know if I've got ink, stamps, anything else there, because I think I brought all that stuff home, which means I need to decide what I'm going to take. And there is a design team thing that it's where the release is like on the 30th, which is like in 2 days, but I haven't gotten it in yet, so I really want to take it with me, and yeah, so we're going to have to see. Okay, so I just looked back for what Maureen said. She said, is your FIL... Oh, father-in-law. Okay, father-in-law. I think he has to be, otherwise he would not be traveling from Ohio to Texas. So he is there. I know that he keeps on having ongoing problems, and I think that's just that's the way it's going to be with him, and having had all of the surgeries and everything for his cancer. So most of you guys know my father-in-law wound up with thyroid cancer. They caught it, but they had to take out he has a stoma now. And so there's all those issues with making sure that he's able to breathe and make sure that he's able to consume food and everything goes down the right tubes and all that kind of stuff, because it winds up getting clogged a lot. And that's just kind of the way that it's gonna be. Swelling is an issue. It's all of those things. Hey, True, how you doing, honey? I did see that you were live, and I kind of lurked on your channel earlier today, but there was no sound. So I don't know if it was where you were talking or if there was an issue with my sound or whatever it was, but I was lurking for a bit while I was doing some recording on my end. Yeah, I want to lurk. Sometimes I lurk and people don't know I'm there. Most of the time I say hello whenever I go into anybody's channel. Okay, so we're done with this one. Where's my magnet sheet? Was it this one? Oh, yes, it was this one. Okay. And I can put that one back in and put that back into my bin so I don't lose any of the bits. Okay, so the next, and this is one that I definitely always leave the sheet in. What's nice on these BetterPress ones is they fit perfectly into my sleeve. Why do I put plastic on the BetterPress? So the reason I did that, and this was actually a tip that I saw, I think it was Jennifer McGuire shortly after everybody started using one. This goes back over here, is that the inks can stain your chase. It's not a big deal. We all know that everything stains, but how about if you can still use it the same way you've been doing, but not have to deal with that? So I've just got a piece of packaging taped down onto it, so it's easy to clean. That's it. You can still see through it. I can still see all of my grid lines perfect. It's just easy to clean. That is the only reason that I'm using it. And that is a thank you to Jennifer McGuire. I don't know if she came up with it or if she saw somebody else do it, but I've been doing it. I've had this one. This is the same one I put on there right at the beginning, and I have had it on there ever since. Okay, so this time we're going to use these pretty magnolias. And these magnolias are ones from Simon Hurley. I think I'm just going to use the two. There are more in here. There's two individuals. And let's go. I keep thinking backwards. I'm one that I like on this one. I think I would have preferred to have the sentiment up here at the top, but it's still okay. It's because when you're looking at this, you're basically looking at a mirror image, right? So this time, I know that I like the flower on the left-hand bottom and the right-hand top. So I'm going to do the reverse this time and bring it in just a little bit. And then let's see, which sentiment do we want to use this time? I think I want to use one from the other set since I just finished using that sympathy one on there. Here's another one. So we've got here's to beautiful beginnings and happy ever afters. And I haven't put these yet I haven't even opened these up yet. So I also, because they're metal, I put them on a magnetic sheet so it's easy to make sure I have everything I need. I don't lose anything. And I put them into my sleeves so that they're easy for me to do my storage. So we got different sizes of them as the BetterPress, and they give you the size packaging for the size of what you've got. So this is this big one. And I think what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do the sentiment first. And then I'm going to come back in and do these. And that also means that I'll be able to do different colors if I want to. And like I said, you can see through the plastic, through the clear plastic, to make sure everything is lined up perfect. And kind of want to do some purple. I'm going to just use some Simon Hurley ink. So you can use other inks besides just the ones. And this is exactly why I wound up getting some of the extra ink onto the cardstock, is because trying to put it on here in that motion, you kind of wind up accidentally swiping onto your chase. And that makes it harder to clean up when you're doing it directly onto it. So that's why I'm going to be using alcohol and everything over the plastic. The plastic's going to be a lot easier to clean up. There we go. And since it's a Simon Hurley ink, I could have just used water, but I already have the alcohol out. There we go. I do need another piece of cardstock. And as long as I don't press it down, I'm fine. The magnets keep everything lifted up. That's right. I'm trying to remember which side I wanted everything. Okay, so I want the image to be over here in there. So that's where I'm going to be placing it on the other side. Yeah. I have to think in reverse. And this piece of card is a little less than A2 size. That's okay. That just means I'll be trimming it a little less. Bye, Dawn. We will see you in a few, honey. So Dawn is going live at 7. So we have about 12 minutes. And I bet you guys are just waiting for a giveaway. Is that what y'all are waiting on? Okay, so that one should be good for the sentiment right in the middle. I could have done it the other way around. That looks good. I think I did get a little bit more ink in some places, but yeah, that is still fine. I'm going to take this one off, clean everything up. Did I throw away that? Yes, I did. Okay, so that doesn't go there. Yeah, that goes over here. And then we need to put our magnolias down. And I want my magnolias to be here and here. Actually, I want them the opposite. There we go. And I think I'm going to go with, we've got purple, and what color do you think? Do I need to go with yellow or red? I mean, magnolias are not red. They are basically the yellow, so I guess I should go with the yellow. And I'm just going to use some Slippery When Wet. And then I need to wipe down my plastic again. And we'll go ahead and run that through. Okay, so the yellow looks cool, but you can't really see it. It's not dark enough. Okay, I'm going to do another one. And let's go with... Gonna go with the red. I think I'm going to also do another one of the sentiment on there, but I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do the flowers first this time. Mary says purple. I have never seen a purple magnolia. Haven't seen a red magnolia, but I definitely haven't seen a purple magnolia. Tape is rolling up on my fingers. And Susan says white or pink. Well, if I do white magnolia on there, you're not going to see it any better than you could see the yellow. Actually, you'd be able to see it less. That would mean no ink. I mean, I can do it, but it's not. You're just not going to get any kind of effects. I'm going to go with the red, and then I can go with. I'll put a purple sentiment. How's that? Lots of pretty unicorns. Okay, I'd love to know where you got the idea for unicorns. Like, what was it as you were growing up that brought you to unicorns? Because I think everybody's got a different story. Okay, so those are nice. Looks like I didn't get quite enough ink on that one. So if this hasn't moved, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to add some more ink on there. And since this one looks good, I'm going to take it off. And we're just going to run it back through to get more ink on that top one. And it should line up still. It might shift, but if it doesn't, this is just cardstock, right? Mary says, I don't know. I've just always been drawn to them and have been gifted unicorn-related stuff since I was very little, and it never stopped. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I do have a little bit of red in the center, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's take this guy off. I'll clean this off. And I think I am going to go ahead and sand some of that ink down before I put my purple sentiment, all for Miss Mary. Okay, so we have got only 6 minutes before Miss Dawn goes live. So I am going to try to reset the thing to see if I can get it to work right. Hopefully it will work right, because last week we had a problem with it. Let me find the right one for our draw here. I think it was last week we had an issue. It may have been the one before. So I'm going to reset it and go ahead and type into the chat !join if you would like to join the giveaway. So I will be giving away at least one of these cards. And once you do that, it should wind up refreshing this. It should let us know, but that's the thing. Last week it wasn't doing it, and I don't know why. And if it does the same thing, we will go back to StreamYard's giveaway tool, and yeah. I think what I may do on this one, instead of fighting with this, is I think I might go over, once I get the sentiment down, I think I might go over with some splatter, and then you're not really going to notice any kind of imperfection in the background. I think that will work. Let me grab out my sentiment again. So add that right into, and right side up. Still doesn't say anybody on there, so don't know what it was. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the StreamYard thing. Because for whatever reason, that join thing is not wanting to work for me anymore, and I do not know why. So I'll take that banner off. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up the correct camera. And I'm still in there, so yay, you can still see me. And let's go back to da-da-da. So we're picking today's stream, which is the live stream. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. So we've got 12 entries. So let's go ahead and draw. And I'm going to let you pick which of the 3 cards, okay? So that's going to be Miss Maureen Pryor. That's what I did not do. I am so sorry. I forgot to put the... I'm going to grab it from last week's. I think I put it in last week's. I forgot to grab the... Here we go. This piece here. So let me go ahead and copy and paste that. You guys can see what I'm doing back end, right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add that into our description here. So now if you refresh, you're going to be able to see that form URL, Miss Maureen, so that you can let me know and make sure I've got a correct address and all the things so I can get this mailed out to you. And I will plan on going ahead and taking pictures of everything and mailing it out for you to get back to the right camera, but for you to receive soon. So I'll go ahead and get that mailed out in the next day or so. Should be able to get that one mailed out tomorrow because kind of have to do that. So the winner is going to be Miss Maureen, and I need my chat back. I can't see it. Okay, so we've got lots of congratulations. Yay, 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 yay. Yeah, a reason, of course, the reason that Mary's wanting it is because she knows I'm putting a purple sentiment. So we've got the red, and then we've got the blue, and then we've got this one that is going to have a purple sentiment on there after I clean up all this excess ink. That's going to be on the magnolia. So Miss Maureen, let me know which one you want. And fill out that form so I know I've got all the information correct, and it reminds me to do it and all of the things, but I should get this mailed out to you tomorrow. I am going to go back and watch last week's live stream, the end, to see who won the 2 cards, because one I still need to color and the other one I can go ahead and mail out. So the one with the green fan I can go ahead and mail out. Okay, so we're going to put it that way, run that through our die cutting machine. Because it is time to go over to the other. So, You can use both of them, Linda. You can use any ink you want to on the first couple of cards. These first two I did use with the BetterPress. And welcome, Indy. I'm so sorry. We are about to leave because guess who is live? We've got Dawn is doing her card Yahtzee tonight, so we need to go ahead and go. Maureen won one of the cards, so Maureen, go ahead and fill out the form. You will need to refresh the screen. So fill out the form. Let me know in there where it asks you, what did you win? Let me know which of the cards that you want. So we've got the 2 sympathy cards, and then we've got this one that I'm going to add a little splatter to because we've got some red there. Maybe I'll add some red splatter. I don't know. I'm going to add some splatter to it, and I think I'm going to use a purple or a red matting layer to put that one together, but I think that turned out lovely too. So anyway, we will see you. Oh, sorry, Miss Linda, we're not. We've already done the giveaway, honey. I am so sorry. I am going to have to go ahead and let you guys go though, so that you can go over and hang out with Miss Dawn. So we're going to do the redirect, or what Twitch knows as the raid. You guys over on Twitch, stick around. I will be raiding somebody in just a minute, so it's going to take me a minute to get that one set up, but we're going to go ahead and do the one on YouTube side first. And I've got other things. So this is, if you don't, that didn't work. Oh, that's because I don't have it up. So that's a QR code for Ms. Dawn if you want to go ahead and go over, but you should be redirected immediately. So I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.